Hello, I have created a project which is based on the hospital APIs. I have created the hospital APIs only in this field, or not the front end part. So, which will manage different tasks of a doctors like register. The new doctor can be registered. The doctor can log in and the doctor can register a new patient. Also the doctor can create the report for the patient and some more tasks. So the first API which I have created is to register a doctor. So the app is already deployed on Heroku. So this is basically the link and this is the route for the registration of a doctor. So for the registration of a doctor, I have to provide these four fields. The first one is the name, then email of the doctor, then password, then confirm password. So for registration, I have to simply send this post request. So so it is returning the message that the registered successfully, doctor registered successfully. Now we will try to log in with these credentials. So this is the route for the doctor's login, and also this is the post request. So in the body we have to again provide the email ID of the doctor which we have created currently. So this is the mail ID of the doctor and this is the password. So it will return me the JWT token which we will use for further routes in the future for sending the request. Okay, invalid username or password. Let me check. Okay, okay. So, so it is giving me the message signed in successfully. Here is your token. So let me copy this token for the future routes. So the next route I have created is to register a user. So for registering the user, the doctor should be authentic. So in this, I have to provide the bearer, the authentication token in the bearer token. So let me first copy and paste the new token. So I have pasted it, and in the body I have to provide the patient name and the phone number of the patient. So let me use different name, for example Rahul, and the phone number is this. So let me send the request. So it is sending me the patient registered successfully, and if we will again register the patient which is already registered, then it will return the info of that patient. So if I am again sending this, so it is showing me that patient is already registered and it is showing the information of a patient. So next is we can create the report of a particular patient. Here we have to put the ID of the patient for creating the report of a particular patient. So let me create a report for this patient. So I have to copy this patient ID and have to paste here. So I have paste here. Also I have to copy paste the token from here. So I have copied the token for creating the report. So the token I have successfully created, and in create report I have to provide the status of the patient. For example, I am putting the patient is travel quarantine, or I can provide a negative. Okay, so let me send the request. So it is showing report created successfully. Next API is it will return all the reports of the particular patient from oldest to latest. So we have to provide the ID here, patient ID here. So let me copy and paste the same patient ID. So pasted successfully, and it is the get request basically. And also I have to copy and paste the token here, a token for authentication. So this, so let me send the request. So all reports of the patient, so it is showing the reports in an array basically. The user has only one report, so it is showing the one report only. So the next API which I have created is to show all the reports of all the patients which is negative, or we can pass any of the status. For example, travel quarantine. I want to find all the reports of travel quarantine. So here is it. Again I have to copy paste this. So I have copied the token, pasted here, then sending request. So it is showing me all the reports with status travel quarantine. If I want to get all the reports with negative status, so I have to simply type negative here, and it will show me all the reports with negative status. So these are all the APIs I have created. So let me walk you through the code. This is basically the index.js file, which is the entry point of this. So I have used the express server, and I have used the passport JWT strategy for generating a token and used for authentication. These are the routes for all the API routes. This is the body parser. So let me walk you through the passport strategy. This is the passport strategy I have set up here. So, and I have used the Mongo database and configured the Mongos for connecting to the MongoDB. I have created three models basically. One is the doctor's schema, which will contains name, email, and password of a doctor. Patient schema, which will contain name of patient, phone number of patient, and all the reports in an array of a particular patient. Also, I have report a patient report schema, in which it will store which doctor created this report, the status of the report, and the patient ID. And for this report is for what patient. So these are three models I have used. These are the controllers, different controller: doctors API, patient API. This is the basically doctor controllers, patients controllers, all the patient controllers, and this is basically the reports controller. Same as I have put the routes in this folder. This is basically doctors route, all the patient route, all the report routes, and this is basically the index route, which is the main route, which will redirect to all the different routes. So this is basically my project. So hope you like it. Thank you so much.